GGRC.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of GGRC. I'm RC, and for the first time in a while, Sushi, my co-host, my co-pilot, is joining us today. He's been a bit addicted to the sink upstairs for some odd reason. He feels that, I guess he wants to lay in that all the time. It's kind of like his place now, but he's back, at least for this episode, so great to have him back. Maybe he was just waiting for us to finish up things in the basement here. I don't know. But regardless, I digress. Today, we're going to be checking out Awesome Pea. Now, Awesome Pea is a interesting little game. It's one of those, contemporary retro games, as they call them. You know, it's a new game that's trying to be retro. And this game is quite obviously trying to be a Game Boy style game. And it, I think, accomplishes that pretty well. But one of the problems I'm running into with this game is the difficulty, I guess we could call it. I'm not that far into it. I'm only like 6 or 7 levels into it. But the last level that I was on, I feel like I tried to play through it 30 times or so. I'm just kind of throwing out a number there. It was a large number, and I either just suck at platformers, which I hope is not the case because it's my favorite genre. Or it could be that there's a bug where I'm trying to jump on this one platform and it just kills me every time automatically. I don't know if I'm missing something, what's going on, but regardless of all that, let's actually jump into the game here. So you see here, we actually have this little map here. Every flag that you see on here is a different level, so you can actually see that this is a somewhat short game. This game, I guess, is I think it's $4 or $5 on the Steam store here, and I think it has about 30 levels or so. Is it 20 levels? I don't know. Maybe we should count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Somewhere around that range. I'm sure there's secret levels in here somewhere as well. But regardless, let's jump into the gameplay here so you guys can take a look here. Alright, so you play as this little guy, Awesome Pea, and as you can see, very Game Boy-esque, except it's in 16 by 9, so that's the whole thing. The one thing I will say about this game, though, is that I feel like it super accomplishes the look of an old Game Boy game. It's even got, like, you know, the scan lines and the tube and the kind of ruffles in the screen if you're playing an old Game Boy. That's actually one of my critiques, is that you can't turn those off yet. There you go, playing as Awesome Pea. You can actually jump, you can double jump here. But yeah, I guess it's coming in an update soon that you can turn the scan lines off. I'm actually not a big fan of like retro games going out of their way to add in the scan lines and the like rough edges and stuff like that of a retro game. I mean, I'm fine with it. I think it's fun that they added in there for players who do want it. But for me, I always turn that off. So, okay, you may be watching this level thinking like, wow, this doesn't look hard at all. And you would be right. This level in particular, very easy, very calming. I kind of love the music for it. I almost would have rather the developer had created a bunch of like really easy levels here, created like a first world of 5 levels that are just like really simple here. This is fun though. You keep going through tubes collecting coins. Now it's telling you here, avoid the frog. Keep collecting coins though. There's a frog. The frog spits out like bubbles that will take you out. There you go. You hit the brick tube here, and there you go. That's the end of the level. So levels in this are very short as long as you can actually finish them. And you know, they round up what you get at the end here. There are achievements for collecting a certain amount of coins. There's achievements for collecting a certain amount of diamonds. There's achievements for finishing certain levels. Let's go back here, see what else we got. Alright, so this one here, this is a tile set that you'll see a couple times in the game here. So hit any spike and you're done. So we could hit this one here, you're done. You even get close to it, you are done. So we got this rotating one here, let's jump. This one I actually had a really hard time with at first because in the first level you go through a tube. And when you go through the tube, oh, that spits you out back at the start. When you go through the tube, at the end of the first level that we just played, that's the end of the level. But in this one, you actually have to go through a door, and that was what was not really working with my head for some reason. And I'll show you why in a second here. Let's see, we got to make the jump over here. Woo! Right through the tube. Another thing too, There, it just did it to me again. Did you see that? I fell through the platform? There's a bug in this, I swear. Oh, got hit by the skull. We're gonna try this again here. Because this might actually be what's keeping me from finishing that level further into the game. Because it's the same type of platform that's doing it to me further into the game. And I finished this level already before. There we go, okay. So this platform right here, if I jump on this... Yeah, see? It just automatically takes me out. There's no spike on top of it or anything. Now, fortunately, in this level, I can jump over that. That's not a problem. However, in the other level, I have no choice. I kind of need to jump on them because there's a couple in a row. So here. See, we can jump over it there. It's not a problem. Jump through here, jump through here. So you see here, this doorway, I kept going up to it and pushing up, thinking like, okay, why is he not exiting? Where do I have to go? So I spent a lot of time in this level trying to figure it out, but it ends up you just have to keep walking through, and then you go in. Didn't know that at first. It came to me in a dream. Let's go back and check out. This is actually one of my favorite levels here. I really like this one. So this one, you're actually going vertical instead of side to side. And you're just climbing up this big tower. You notice sometimes when I use the P, sometimes I mean to double jump because he's got a double jump. I don't feel like it's super responsive. And in a game that is about giving you a difficult platforming experience, I feel like you need to have really responsive controls. Sometimes they feel dead on, and other times the double jump just doesn't register right. So here we go. Oh, get up there. Let's get this diamond. 2 diamonds in. Up we go. Okay, we got the frog. Alright, they spit. Jump up, jump up. There we go. And this one's interesting too. This one you just finished by collecting the gem. So it's kind of weird that the game is a little inconsistent about how you exit them. Or exit the levels. It's not really that big a deal, to be quite honest. It's really not. But it's more or less like you just have to get used to, you know, what the developer wants you to do here. Let's see, what else can we pick here? Let's do 1-4. Yep, okay, so I just played through this one recently. This one's pretty fun too. So this one's the opposite of the one that we just played, where you're actually falling down instead of going up. So you're just falling down. You want to try to avoid those bubbles though, because if you fall and you hit a bubble that's coming up, you will be toast. And there's a point here where you gotta drop like a far way without actually touching anything. It's right here, I think. Woo! Which is great right there, collecting all those coins. Those are the levels in this that I really, really like. I absolutely love the real quick levels like that. I wish this game actually had like 50 quick levels, you know, with a few really hard ones thrown in there. Some of these levels feel like they take forever to get through because of the difficulty. Let's actually jump into the one that I am stuck on here. Let's see if we can actually get through it. So here we go. Same tile set as the one we played through earlier. And wait till you see some of the jumps you actually got to do in this one, considering the jump button can be a little unresponsive. Oh, almost fell off. Luckily, jump was responsive right there. Okay, let's fall in here. All right. So we got to make a jump over this way. So you got to wait for those. Oof, almost got it right there. You got to wait for those blades to go a certain way. Jump over them and then jump again. Or go under them like that. It's very, very dangerous though. There we go. Okay, we're moving right along here. Alright, we're gonna go up here. There's gonna be a skull. We just gotta jump. Alright, so you can see this one. So what I'm putting together is that you cannot jump on these platforms, the ones with the spikes on, because I kept jumping on those. And that is what was killing me. So you can't even touch those, even though those look like platforms you could fall on. You can't. So we're just gonna go for a double jump here in a split second here. Once this skull goes by, we'll jump it. Okay, yeah. So that's what you had to do. You just had to double jump over it. But that's I feel like it's another design that's inconsistent with the game, because it looks like a flat platform, but you can't actually use it to get by, which very infuriating until you actually put that together. But it looks like we're going to actually make it through this one. There we go. We made it. So we made progress, which feels good. It feels good we made progress because I was stuck on that one. Like I said, it took many, many tries, and I thought I could actually jump on that platform, but I can't. All right. But the funny thing is that all of those tries weren't just because of that platform. It was out of frustration because it was trying to double jump through all of those fan blades. Look at here, obviously on video I was able to do it the first time, which feels really good. But considering I wasn't able to do that through the other tries that I did before I started recording this video, it was pretty frustrating. So, word of note to those of you watching, don't jump on those things. I feel like they need more of a warning. Maybe put a spike that faces up or something like that, so that way you know you can't jump on those. Alright, let's go to the next one. Alright, so a train level. So the train level is something that has been in here already. And the first one was already pretty challenging. One of the other things you're not going to find in this game is checkpoints. So if you find yourself playing a level that's a little bit longer, these train ones tend to be a bit longer. And you are having a really hard time with it, you may find yourself starting over a lot. See, like that. That right there, I feel like was one of those unresponsive times, and there, right there, like falling off. I hit the jump button, but all right, let's jump over here. One of the other things I do want to point out that I do like in this game, though, is I want to give a shout out to the music, because the music in this feels super Game Boy-esque. I really, really like it. I don't know who composed it, but they did an excellent, excellent job. Alright. See, again, with the double jump. It said double jump, it just decides when it wants to work sometimes. And again, it's a game that is about tight platforming in really difficult situations. Those controls need to be just spot on all the time. You need to know that when I'm hitting the A button a second time, I'm going to hit that second jump. Maybe the hitbox on these saws is just like really much bigger than I expected. Ugh, I jumped right into it. Jeez. Come on, jump. Jump with me. The other thing too is that with a game like Awesome Pea, it definitely feels like the theme feels like it would have been a Game Boy game because there were so many weird Game Boy game characters that came out back then. It definitely feels like a character that would have existed in his own Game Boy game. That, you know, in some like nerd. Oh, jeez, I fell off. Okay, here we go. You know, in some like nerd retro magazine, someone is citing as like this amazing game that they're just like, it's the Game Boy game nobody played, the sleeper hit of 1989 or whatever. What happened there? I swear, I'm not this bad at platformers. Like I said, platformers are indeed my favorite genre. Let's see here. I'm just having a hard time with some of the stuff in this game, and I'm not sure why. There. The controls were just a little stiff right there, and I'm not sure why. Let's see if I can actually make this part. Oh, gotta get those, gotta pinpoint those jumps. That was my fault. Not hitting it right. So not only am I battling the double jump at times, but I'm also battling just the fact that my timing, the timing that, you know, or the times where the double jump does actually seem to work correctly. I'm just not moving correctly to get over stuff. Oh, there we go. Can I do it again? Yes, I can. Where's this frog at? Okay, we're moving pretty good here. And see, this is the other confusing thing too about that earlier level that had the chain with the, you know, 3 spikes on the side, the one I thought you could jump on, is that this platform right here on either side, that's a platform with 3 spikes on the side and a flat top, so obviously you're thinking, yeah, I could jump on that, but you can't. Very confusing to the player. Oh my god! No! No! I could taste the end. Alright, we're gonna see if we can get past this train level. I really hope we can. Alright. Oh, just made it. Oh. There it is. Good. Spit that bubble out, frog. Alright. We gotta be quick here. There it is. See a double bubble action going on there for a second. Did you see that? Alright, we gotta wait for that one to pass. There it is. Oh jeez, this is gonna be bad. Oh no! The timing! Again. See, you guys can all see how tough this game actually is. I don't know what happened there. Alright. I think one of the most frustrating things about games like this, when you can't quite get to where you're trying to get to, is that you have to go through, like, all the crap you've already gone through before, which is, you know, why it was really clever of somebody to create checkpointing in the past in the first place, is because you're like, you've proved that you can get past this one tough area, okay, we'll throw you a bone and make it so you don't have to go through that area again. In this, it's just like, no. Screw you. You're going through it again. Can't land. Oh my god. Alright, I think I've had about all I can take for right now, guys. The other thing, too, is... There we go. I was about to say, there's like... The pause button is on the B button of the controller for some odd reason. So yeah, that's awesome, P. I'm very mixed on this because I absolutely love the look and style of it. I love the music. But the controls are where the platformer's at, and the controls don't feel tight. The jumping and stuff doesn't feel tight, so it's like... Yeah, I don't know. It's only a $4 game, and I imagine... I have seen on the forums the few posts that the developer has made. They are supporting the game, so it might be one of those things where in future updates of the game, they may, you know, they may more than likely fix some of these issues. I know they said that they're, as I've already mentioned, in a further update, they're going to fix these scan lines so that, or rather, they're going to give you an option in the options to turn off the scan lines. There we go. So that's one thing they're working on, but the jump thing is something that's really, really bothering me, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if I got to play with keyboard, you know, maybe that's it. But I'm just using a regular Xbox, you know, Xbox controller here. And it should be working just as well because it's the same controller I use with every game, and I never have any problems. So just something to keep in mind there. But the game is cheap. If this looks like something fun for you and you don't play with a controller anyway, maybe the keyboard's better for you, and this might be something for you to check out. Again, it's one of those things I really hope they fix because really digging everything else about this game. But regardless, there you go, everybody. That is Awesome P. GG, and I'll see you all next time.
GRC.